Hi everyone, good morning. So today's a really beautiful day here in Toronto. The heat alert has ended. It's nice and sunny. Yesterday I went up to the pool and it was pretty busy, so I didn't go swimming. But I'm following the tennis that's on right now. And I don't think I'll be able to go this year to the tennis. They've increased the prices of the tickets. Before, the tickets used to all be like $15, regardless of when the match was on. They've introduced a tiered ticketing system. So the closer you get to the final, the more expensive the matches are. But that's fine. I can just follow along at home with Cam Williams. At least I got to see some of the players that I wanted to see, and I enjoyed them. Vasek Popsel is retiring this year, so I was hoping to see him. But I'm not really a fan of many of the other players. I like Taylor Fritz, but I mean, even I like more of the British tennis players compared to the Americans. So I don't think I'm going to miss out on that much. I like Daniil Medvedev. He's pretty good. I like watching him. And then the women's tennis is going to be in Montreal this year. So let's see how it goes. But I'm still not getting any applications. KPMG interviewed me for an executive assistant role, but they decided not to go ahead with that. And there's a lot of roles that I'm applying for where they're saying they decided not to move ahead with the role, they're canceling it. So let's see. It's very frustrating, and all I can do is just keep at the process. One thing I will say is that I'm glad Teleperformance are getting caught globally for what they did to me and many other people, because their attitude is don't report it, just do your job when you're getting hurt on the job. And even with our religion, with our Christian religion, when I had a problem with, I used to go in and do my work, just sitting there. Wasif used to come in and go to my supervisors and say, her religion is not the only one that's important to her. He started that from the training. I just ignored him, I ignored him. I was kind to him. When he got locked outside of the building, I let him in. And no one had any sympathy for him. He caused a big problem for me, and then they reported it to HR. When I went to HR told me don't report it again because he's saying you said it, and some of these people, their religion is very important to them. So I said, you know what? My religion is also important to me, and I'm trained in the church. They said, yeah, but you sent an email to Muhammad. I said, yeah, I sent an email to Muhammad because he keeps bringing up my religion and using it against me and talking to the supervisors about it. I don't even know him. So they're like, well, we don't want you to report it anymore. So how is that not religious persecution? And how is it not discrimination? So I didn't report anything. So what people are doing to me is what they used to do in Zimbabwe. They talk to other people talk to other people. They don't stand up for me. So it's good. I'm glad they got caught. They should learn when employees tell you something is wrong, when they tell you that your policies are hurting us, how you're treating us is not right, you should listen. Even when they let me go, they were telling me, the recruiter was telling me, oh, your scores are not that good, we're just trying to help you, you didn't do well in your positions, you know, you're not that good at work. I said, who are you talking to? Who did you talk to? Did you talk to my supervisors? Did you ask them how many times I won Employee of the Month? Did you actually go back and speak to the people that manage me? She's like, no, don't swear at us, okay? I said, where did I swear at you? I have not sworn at you at all. So this is what they do. So when you read those newspaper articles, that what they do is they'll only focus on your last score, they'll ignore all the history, they won't consider you, they'll treat you badly. It's all true. because that's what came out in the newspapers, in The Guardian, in England, in Ireland. That's what came out on the social media. It's good, because people like me are getting hurt. And when I tell them how to change things, how to improve things, how to make things better, they don't want to do it. They say, it's you. Like my mother, it's you. I said to her, it's not me. How is it me? So now that millions of other people have gone through what I've gone through, now they can see that it's not me. I'm glad, because when I talk to HR, they just tell me this is the way it's going to be. There's no accommodation, there's no taking into consideration my tenure, nothing. And Credit Suisse did the same thing. They have problems in their marriages, they have problems in their family life. Don't take it out on me, just because I'm a Christian or just because I'm a spiritual director. Don't take it out on me, because that's what everybody's doing, and it's wrong. They deserve to get caught. Here in Canada, because they've got the likes of Mark Carney running things, nothing happens to them. The banks are doing the same things in Canada that Credit Suisse did overseas. They're doing the same things. Exactly the same. There's nothing different. And they get away with it here, because by the time you take it to the Human Rights Commission and everything, they just say, oh, their headquarters are not here, we can't do anything. That's how they get away with it. I was walking yesterday, there was a homeless man sitting on the street. The police officer just went, talked to them, and left them and went. Yet somebody like me gets threatened with arrest for speaking up, for defending myself, for getting up when a meeting is over, when I think a meeting is over and planning to leave. I mean, it's completely awful. It's completely awful. That guy was bone thin that was sitting there. That's how Canada is. That's how it is. This is exactly how people get treated. Oh, come to Canada, if you work hard, you'll do well. Oh, you should have some compassion for people. Where's the compassion for me? Did you have any compassion for me? Did you say, oh, you know what, you've been through a lot, Belinda, we're going to come visit you, we're going to come spend time with you, we'll take you out, let's go have a meal together? No, you didn't. The companies are making billions, billions. Please give me back my hearing Teleperformance. Give me back my health. Give me back my blood pressure. Let it go back to normal. Give me all of that back. They took me and they made me sit in the corner because I reported things and other people wouldn't confirm it. I'm not a child. BMO did the same thing. Oh, I think you should go home and think about it. What, are we in grade school? Think about what? Think about how I should accept your abusing me, treating me like I came here yesterday, treating me like I'm an uneducated buffoon. Because that's how you treated me. Oh, it's risk management. Risk management, my ass. Those people that got me into the banking positions that recommended me didn't recommend me because they thought I was going to go and cut off somebody's head with a machete or cause a problem on the job. It's you people. It's the way you look at things. I am not the problem. And I don't deserve for my life to keep going back into poverty, financial hardship, not being able to travel, not being able to, even my couch is broken. I go every day and I check Amazon to see what couches are there that I can order to replace it. That's the next thing I'm going to replace. There's no compassion in this country, none. When you go to England, people will rent you a room in their house. They'll provide everything. They'll provide the bedding, the sheets, the towels, everything. When you come here, you come in to rent, You have to ask, even my curtains, I asked the landlord, I said, can you please provide the curtains so I don't have to buy them? So he did that for me. They don't give you anything. You're renting a place, you just get the room, just the apartment. You have to buy everything and set it up. And even those couches that you get to sleep on the floor, they're expensive. $500, $600. So please don't tell me Canada's a compassionate country and Canada cares about me and Canada will do everything to help me. They did nothing. They did nothing to help me. Nothing. That table that I got there, one of the ladies at TD that I worked with, her friend was moving, so she was going to throw it in the garbage. So I said to her, no, don't throw it away. I'll take it off your hands. Give it to me. That's the only thing I got from people. Other than that, I didn't get anything else. I had to work and I had to save my money or buy it on credit. That's how I had to do it. Everybody's so worried about my uncle's wife in Prospect. You're not even worried about me, are you? You probably think, oh, it's good that you went through that. It's good that you didn't get any help. Because you're evil. That's why. My aunt didn't have to go through a psychological assessment. She didn't have to go through being hauled to the police station. She didn't have to go through being threatened by the police. She didn't have to go through anything that I went through. And moreover, she came home to her husband, even if she worked overnight. She came home to my uncle. I used to keep in touch with my mother because I wasn't coming home to anyone. Now I keep in touch with my friends because it's too much of an effort for them to call me to see how my first day went at work or how I coped or how things went. It's too much for them. But everybody expects me to be there for my mother and for the rest of the family. I have no compassion for Jane Green. She got away with murder. That's what she did. She was destroying my life. Not 1 year, year after year after year after year. I have no compassion for her. The same way the police had no compassion for me, I have no compassion for her. Because she should have shown some empathy for me. She should have shown some consideration, not only for me, but also for Regis College, for all the people that trained me. I don't know whether people thought I was having an affair with Damien Howard, because it doesn't make sense to me how they started having me tracked and followed in Canada. I went to him for spiritual direction. That's what I went to him for. Not to see him or have an affair with him or anything like that. And it's not fair that my communications are tracked, that my messages are tracked. I'm not a child. I'm not a child that people should be doing that to me. It's completely inappropriate. That's why I miss England, because the society here is ridiculous. Even Marco Mendocino, I worked with him for so long. My mother came to meet him. They were chatting like they were old friends. I was like, oh, okay. I'm very formal with people. I'm very formal. Even if I meet him after 10 years, I'm formal with him. I'm not like the rest of my family. It took me a long time. It took a long time before I became close to Damien Howard. A long time. So don't play games with my life. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. And if Teleperformance can't find me a management job that's off the phones, they shouldn't even bother contacting me because they know what they did to me. What they did was wrong. They refused to see it. I tried to talk to the operations manager so many times. Then they're telling me, oh, don't post things on social media. I'm not the only one posting things on social media. Everybody's posting things on social media. Not just me, including with our ministries. I'm glad the Pope is having a special Jubilee celebration for digital creators that are using social media to spread the gospel and to help, because I'm part of that. I never get the credit. I never get elevated for it. I never get praised for it. I just get put down. Why do you go on social media? Why do you go on YouTube? Oh, I don't go on Facebook. So if you don't go, don't go. Don't think that because you don't do it, I shouldn't do it. It has to come out. It has to come out because people's lives are being destroyed in this country, including mine. And it's not right. It's not right. Before they started tracking me, they should have had a conversation with me to tell me why they're tracking me. What I did that was wrong, that they have to track me. That's what they should have done. Because I'm tired of it. Even if I see my mother, my sister, and whoever on the subway, I ignore them. Old friends, whoever, I ignore them. I just get up and I walk. Because they didn't call me to tell me, hey, we're coming in, we're going to the bank, or we're going to a play downtown, or we're doing something, so, it would be nice if we see you. They didn't tell me that. So I ignore them. Even if I see my uncle's car parked outside here, I don't go down to see him. I've seen him. I've seen him a few times, Uncle Marcus. I saw him one day here. I just stood on my balcony and I watched. I didn't go down. Why should I? If you don't have the decency to call me and say, oh, we're coming into Toronto, it would be nice to see you, why should I? Even when I go to the bank, the bankers ask me, they say, oh, we see your mother here all the time. I say, is it? I don't see her at all. I can't be bothered. So, I hope Teleperformance gets caught here in Canada too. They didn't do anything to help me. Nothing. And if you think I'm the only one saying it, I'm not. My supervisors feel exactly the same way as me. Complete assholes. So for today, for the John Maxwell, it's basically looking at charting the course. And it's looking at numbers 234. It's basically asking us to follow the course. Give time for planning and organizing and determine your primary purpose. Understand where you are before trying to develop a strategy. Prioritize the needs and goals of the team. Ask the right questions. Write goals that are realistic, measurable, and convicting. Clarifying your goals and communicate with your team. Identify possible obstacles. So have an open system approach with your planning, because inevitably things will come up where you'll have to adjust your course. Budget your cost and time by scheduling everything you can and setting deadlines. And then study the results. Evaluation prevents stagnation and exaggeration. Remember, anyone can steer the ship, but it takes a leader to chart the course. And the scripture is, thus the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they camped by their standards, and so they broke camp, each one by his family according to their father's houses. So I think that's an important scripture because it's done by teams. It's showing us how we can take things by families and teams and organize them. And that's important for us too. My attitude is that if you, as my manager, as my executive, as my supervisor, are going to haul me in and have conversations like that, when you know that I'm not the problem, you know that the company didn't fix the ID, you know that the company is not working with the clients to bring in accommodation, to make things palatable for employees, don't turn around and blame it on me. Because it's not my fault, and educate your recruiters. I'm sick of it. Even the Indian recruiters, when they call you, they go, hello dear. I'm like, I'm not your dear. My name is Belinda. It's like they want to disarm you. I'm like, hello? Hello? Who are you calling dear? Am I your family? I've had enough of it. They should have let me go back to England, because this is crap, what's happening to my life here. It's very, very inappropriate. And I'm not the only one that's tired of it. Omar, who worked with me, also got a problem with these ears. Everybody that came into Teleperformance said, is this how it is? Is this how they treat us? We have to lock our things in a locker like we school children. Oh, it's for security. Since when? In every other company in the world, you can keep your bag with you. You can keep your phone with you. You can keep your coat behind your chair. In every company in the world, I worked in companies dealing with extremely confidential information, big multi-billion-dollar projects. I never once was told you have to lock your bag in a locker room and then come onto the floor. You treat it like you're a delinquent, like you're a criminal, that you're out to get somebody. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish.